Hey everybody, so e-commerce has become a pretty big deal nowadays. It's a great source of revenue, and there are plenty of diversification options, and the best part is there's basically no barrier for entry other than startup capital. But of course you need a platform like Shopify or Launchcart to help you hit the ground running. Also, if you haven't signed up for Shopify just yet, you can use my exclusive link down below to get started on it for just $1. That's right, just $1. But with that said, I think it's important to make informed decisions, especially when there's so much money on the line. You're investing a decent chunk of change in this venture, so I'm going to compare Shopify and Launchcart so you can decide for yourself. Let's get the ball rolling by talking about pricing. Both platforms offer a variety of subscription tiers, so I'm going to cover all of them real quick. Starting off with Launchcart, its most affordable tier is the Startup Plan, which costs $13.97 per month, and you get a few decent features in the bargain. But I was looking for something a bit more advanced, so the Startup Plan was a pass for me personally. Then there's the Growth Plan, which costs $97.97 a month and comes with some more sophisticated features. I'll take a deep dive into those later, but for now, just know that they're rock solid and more than worth the asking price. I personally went with the Growth Plan, but if you're looking for something even more cutting edge, Launchcart offers a Power Plan as well, at just under $298 per month. This plan definitely doesn't come cheap, but I was blown away by the incredible features it came with. We're still going to stick to a price comparison for now, so let's see how Shopify stacks up. For starters, I should probably mention that the startup plan on Launchcart doesn't come with any transaction fees. Shopify charges 2.9% per transaction plus 30 cents, and the same goes for all of Launchcart's packages save for the startup plan. That's something to keep in mind, because it makes up for the lack of advanced features in a big way. Saving on transaction fees can give you an insane bump in your profit margins after all. Moving on, just like Launchcart, Shopify offers 3 different pricing tiers as well. There's the basic package, which costs just $19 a month, and the Shopify package for $49 per month. The advanced plan is probably the most impressive of all, but it does come with a $299 a month price tag. But even so, if you ask me, the advanced plan is offering more bang for my buck than the Power Plan over on Launchcart, so I decided to go ahead with it. And let me tell you, this might have just been the best decision I ever made. We'll get into the features in a second, but first I have to give each platform a score for the round. I'm going with a 4 out of 5 for Shopify and a 4.5 out of 5 for the 0 transaction fees in the startup plan. Next up, why don't we finally take a look at those features? You should know that they'll differ based on the package you go for. Launchcart's startup package lets you upload unlimited products and access their priority app. That lets me organize my e-commerce store however I like. I loved this level of control over the layout and stuff, although I do think that the customization options are a bit limited. With Shopify Advanced, I got way more customization potential. I'm a whiz at HTML and CSS, which meant that I could create custom themes with designs tailored to my target audience. That's not something you get every day, and I especially liked how it helped set me apart from the massive competition I had to deal with. The e-commerce space has been heating up for a while now, so I'm ready to take any kind of edge I can get. The customization features on Shopify were a big part of that, but to be fair, Launchcart has more to offer as well. For example, it has basic inventory management, and it's compatible with all of the popular payment gateways like PayPal and Stripe. Then there are the marketing tools, like the promotional bar and list builder features, both of which help you expand your email lists and send promotional messages. I was actually able to snag a few leads thanks to these features, and I'm excited to explore what more they can do for me. Apart from that, SEO becomes really easy with Launchcart as well. I mean, they didn't really go above and beyond here, but I felt it was pretty convenient to have an SEO checklist on hand. There's also a fair bit of info on Launchcart about keywords and stuff like that, and you can also structure your page according to technical SEO best practices and all that jazz. But, if I'm being honest, Shopify offers all of this, plus a whole lot more, like that SEO stuff I was talking about. Shopify is on another level with that. I'm talking meta tag customization, image optimization, and even integration with Google Analytics. And if you want to use third-party SEO boosting tools, you have that option as well. Oh, and speaking of integrations, you can access over 4,000 different integration options through Shopify. Launchcart just can't hold a candle to that, even though I do think it provides some solid basic features to tide you over. Circling back to inventory management, Shopify supports multi-location tracking, provides automated alerts, and offers real-time updates so you can keep an eye on your stock at all times, and detailed reporting that helped me learn patterns in customer behavior. It also integrates SKU and barcode systems, so there's basically no chance your items will get lost in transit. Shopify outplays Launchcart in terms of payment gateways too. I mean, it's perfectly fine to stick with PayPal and Stripe, but with Shopify, you use the proprietary Shopify payments tool that gets rid of all those pesky payment processing costs. And on top of that, the dropshipping feature exposed me to a whole new audience, which Launchcart couldn't really measure up to. Overall, I'd say that Shopify deserves a 5 out of 5 here. There's nothing to complain about and so much to love. As for Launchcart, I'm giving it another 4 out of 5, because there's clearly some room for improvement. Okay, let's wrap things up by discussing the user experience before I give my final verdict. So, remember when I said that Launchcart customization options were a little basic? Well, that kind of works in its favor here, because it means that non-technical users will have an easier time getting set up. And get this, your e-commerce site will be mobile responsive from the get-go. That meant that I didn't have to worry or stress about finding a web developer to make e-commerce site more friendly. And let me tell you, that was a huge load off my shoulders. But at the same time, Shopify isn't exactly difficult to use either. I mean, there's a step-by-step process that guides you from the moment you set up your account to the moment you upload your first product. You don't have to use the more technical customization features if you don't want to. I could have easily made functioning e-commerce site just with the basic features. The user interfaces are pretty comparable, but it's hard to pick a winner in this round. I feel like Shopify deserves some extra credit given how it offers 24/7 technical support, something that I wasn't able to get on Launchcart. So, with that considered, Shopify gets a 4.5 out of 5 for the user experience, and Launchcart gets you another 4 out of 5. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Shopify is my official choice as the best e-commerce platform in town. With a final score of 13.5 out of 15, Shopify brought its A game to the table and got the well-deserved gold medal. It might be a tiny bit pricey for some, but now that you've heard about all the features, you can see why I went for the advanced plan, despite the high cost. Launchcart ended up with 12 out of 15, which really isn't that bad, honestly. It's a relatively affordable platform that's perfect for small businesses or individual users, especially if you want to avoid transaction fees with a basic package. But just know that your growth options will be limited. With Shopify, you'll be able to scale up your business with zero limitations. Oh, and if you haven't signed up for Shopify yet, you can use my special link down below to get started for just $1. Yep, only $1. So there you have it. Are you going to give either of these platforms a try? I'd love to hear your thoughts if you do. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!